Dear children, today we are going to study Environmental Science EVS Chapter 2, The Young Ones. I hope you remember yesterday's lesson. The topic which we have learnt yesterday we learnt about animals, two ways by which animals multiply, humans and their children, why children resemble with their parents, what do you mean by hereditary, adoption, different type of parents, why couples adopt children, what type of children are given for adoption, why practice of adopting should be encouraged. Yes, children. Yesterday I have asked you some questions which you have to do. I hope you must have done it. You can match your answers with this. Question 1. What is reproduction? The process by which living things reproduce is called reproduction. Reproduction helps to maintain the continuity of any species on earth. Non-living things do not reproduce. Question 2. What are mammals? Animals that give birth to their young ones and feed them with their milk are called mammals. Examples are human beings, cows, dogs, etc. Question 3. Are animals living or non-living? Animals are living things. They breathe, eat food, grow in size, move from one place to another in search of food and home, and reproduce by either laying eggs or by giving birth to young ones. Question 4. What are hereditary traits? The resemblance in the physical features and in habits and nature that children get from their parents or family members are called hereditary traits. Question 5. For how long does the human baby grows inside the mother's womb before they are born? For 9 months. Question 6. Why practice of adopting should be encouraged? The practice of adopting should be encouraged as it provides home to many homeless children and their needs can be taken care of. Question 7. Who are orphans? Children who do not have parents or any other family member to look after them and to take care of them are called orphans. Question 8. What are orphanages? Orphanages are special homes where orphan children are taken care of. These orphanages provide them with food, clothing, and shelter. Some also send them to school for good values. I have given you one activity yesterday that you have to do with the help of your parents. That you have to do it by yourself. With this chapter, with this we finish with this chapter. But before moving to define, back exercises, give one word question answers, let me once again quickly revise the chapter. First of all, I will like to show you some pictures and you have to identify. What comes to your mind when you see these pictures? Yes, these are pictures of animals. Today we are going to learn more about animals. We see different animals around us. Some animals are big while some are small. Animals are living things. Animals are of different shape, size and nature. Animals are very useful to us. They breathe, eat food, grow in size, move from one place to another in search of food and home, and reproduce by either laying eggs or by giving birth to young ones. Next topic is animals and their young ones. This is a picture of animals and their young ones. The first picture is of tiger and its young one, that is cub. The second picture is of hen and its young one, that is chick. The third picture is of frog and its young one, that is tadpole. Fourth picture is of cow and its young one, that is calf. Now I will show you two more pictures. Animals that give birth to young ones, and second picture is of animals that lays eggs. Well, yes, all living beings grow and multiply. There are some animals and humans that give birth to their babies or young ones, while there are some animals that lays eggs to reproduce. Laying eggs. Many animals do not reproduce their young ones directly. They lay eggs. For example, in case of a hen, the hen lays eggs. They sit on the eggs and incubate them. Now one question comes, what is incubate? To keep an egg at right temperature so that it can develop and produce a chick. For many days to weeks, the eggs are protected and kept warm by the hen. This is called incubation. After the egg hatches, young ones comes out of the shelled eggs. Most snakes, lizards, insects, butterflies, frogs also lays eggs. The young ones hatches from the eggs. In the beginning, the young ones may look very different from the adult. As they grow, they begin to resemble their parents. Let us see some examples. See the picture of the life cycle of silkworm. In the life cycle of silkworm, the first stage is eggs. The eggs are laid by the female moth, which is mostly of the size of small dots. Second stage is of larvae. After the egg hatches, a hairy silkworm arises. These larvae feeds on mulberry leaves for around 30 days before going to the next stage. Stage 3 is cocoon. In this stage, the silkworm spins a protective cocoon around itself. It is made of single thread of silk and is of a size of a small cotton ball. Stage 4. Pupa stage is a motionless stage. In this stage, people kill the pupa by plunging the cocoon into boiling water and unwind the silk thread. Stage 5. Moth. In this stage, pupa changes into an adult moth. The female moth lays eggs after mating, and thus the life cycle of silkworm begins again. Let us see the life cycle of a frog. Here, life cycle of a frog consists of 4 stages: egg, tadpole, tadpole with legs, and adult frog. Drastic changes have come in tadpole to become adult frog. Next topic is giving birth to young ones. Human beings and animals like cows, dogs, cats, sheep, goats, lions, and elephants give birth to babies. These animals are called mammals. The young ones of mammals grow inside the mother's womb. When they are born, they feed on their mother's milk till they grow up and can eat other food. Mammals take care of their young ones till they are able to look after themselves. Humans and their children. In human beings, the baby grows inside the mother's womb for almost 9 months. The unborn baby gets its supply of oxygen and food from mother's body through a tube that joins it to its mother. After growing inside the mother's body for 9 months, the baby is big enough to take birth. After the baby is born for few months, the baby feeds entirely on the mother's milk, as the baby cannot eat or drink what we eat. Well, children, have you noticed any newborn in your family? You may have noticed the newborn baby is very delicate. Great care has to be taken in the early stages. The mother takes care of the child. She is the first one to know and connect with her child. Even after birth, mother is the first caregiver to her children. The way the mother interacts with the child during the early months and years leave a deep impact on the child. Why children resemble with their parents? Children mostly resemble their parents. This resemblance is because children inherit certain features of their parents, such as shape, color of the hair, eye and face, etc. Some children also resemble other members in the family like grandparents or aunts or uncles. The resemblance is in the physical features and in habits and nature that children get from their parents or family members and are called hereditary traits. What do you mean by hereditary? Hereditary is the process of passing the traits and characteristics from parents to offspring. The offspring cells gets their features and characteristics from their mother and father. If your mom and dad both have dreamy blue eyes, then you will also have dreamy blue eyes. Parents pass on traits or characteristics such as eye color and blood type to their children through their genes. Some health conditions and diseases can be passed on genetically too. Children, have you ever compared your photograph with your parents and grandparents? If not, do it. You will find some similarities. For example, you may have hairs like your grandmother and eyes like your grandfather, or nose like your father and lips like your mother. These similarities are due to hereditary traits or features or characteristics which you have acquired from your parents and grandparents. Family members have similar habits because they are related to each other and they learn their values and habits from one another. Next topic is adoption. The process by which a couple legally takes a child and raises him or her as their own is called adoption. Next topic is different type of parents. First, natural parents. Second, adoptive parents. Third, foster parents. Natural parents. Some children live with parents who they are born to. These parents are their natural parents. Adoptive parents. When a couple legally takes a child and raises him or her as their own, it is called adoption. The child is called an adopted child and the parents are called adoptive parents. Third one is foster parents. There are some families that take another person's child into their home without becoming the child legal parents. Such parents are called foster parents and the children are called foster children. Why couple adopt children? Couple adopt children as they do not have children of their own. Some adopt to give a home to homeless children. What type of children are given for adoption? Children who lose their parents in disasters like earthquakes, cyclones, accidents, or due to illness are given for adoption. Children who are not able to get security and love are also given for adoption. Practice of adopting should be encouraged. Yes, the practice of adopting should be encouraged as it provides home to many homeless children and their needs can be taken care of. Now there are two discussion questions which I am going to do. Do you think it is good for childless parents to adopt a child? Why? Yes, it is good. Many children have lost their parents and are disowned by the society. When we adopt them, not only we give them social security and shelter, but also we get a child to whom we can proudly say that they are our own. Question 2. If your parents ever adopted a child, how would you behave with the child? Answer. We should show them love all the time and give them a secure environment where the difference between the biological and adopted children should not be felt at all. Now I will start with define, back exercises, question answers and give one word. Let's start with define. Resemble, to look like or be similar to another person or thing. Mammals, animals that give birth to babies and not eggs and feed the young on milk. Womb, the body part in women and female animals in which babies develop before they are born. Adoption, to legally take a child and raise him or her as your own. Legal, allowed by law. Foster parents, parents who take another person's child into their home for a period of time without becoming his or her legal parents. Match the rows. First is insects. The answer is lays eggs. Second one is eggs. The answer is hatch. Third one is baby. The answer is protected by parents. Fourth is mammals. Answer is give birth to young ones. Fifth is adoption. Answer is legal process. B. Choose the correct option. First, frogs and lizards. First one is lays eggs. Second is give birth. Third is adopt. Fourth is all of these. Answer is lays eggs. Second, animals that give birth to young ones are called. First option is mammals. Second is reptiles. Third is birds. Fourth is insects. So the answer is mammals. Third, where do human babies grow before they are born? First one is inside their mother's womb. Second is in an egg laid outside. Third is in their foster parents' home. Fourth is none of these. The answer is inside their mother's womb. Fourth, for how long does a human baby grows inside the mother's womb before birth? First is 9 days. Second is 9 weeks. Third is 9 months. Fourth is 9 years. Answer is 9 months. Fifth, parents who take another person's child into their home without becoming the child's legal parents are known as. First option is natural parents. Second, adoptive parents. Third, foster parents. Fourth, none of these. The answer is foster parents. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. First, all dash beings dash and multiply. All living beings grow and multiply. Second, ants and insects lay dash. Options are babies or eggs. The right option is eggs. Third, cows and dogs are examples of dash. Options are reptiles or mammals. The right option is mammals. Fourth, the young ones of dash grows inside their mother's womb? Birds or mammals? The right option is mammals. Fifth one is, after the baby is born, it feeds on dash milk. Options are its mothers or only cows. The right option is its mother. Right, true or false? First, living beings reproduce young ones to multiply more of their own kind. True or false? It is true. Second, all animals lays eggs. It is true or false? It is false. Third, the unborn human baby inside the womb gets its supply of food, blood and oxygen from the mother's body. It is true or false? It is true. Children most often resemble their parents. True or false? It is true. Fifth, the parents of adopted children are known as their natural parents. True or false? It is false. Now E, answer the following questions. Question 1. Mention two ways in which animals multiply. The two ways by which animals multiply are: first one, by laying eggs; second, by giving birth to young ones. Question 2. What are mammals? Give three examples. Animals that give birth to babies and feed their young ones on their milk are called mammals. Example: cows, dogs, human beings, etc. What are hereditary traits? The resemblance in physical features and similarities in habits and nature that children get from their parents or family members are called hereditary traits. Question 4. What is adoption? The process by which a couple legally takes a child and raises him or her as their own is called adoption. Question 5. Why do some people adopt children? Some people adopt children because they do not have children of their own, while others adopt to give a home to homeless children. Question 6. Differentiate between adoptive parents and natural parents. Adoptive parents are those who legally take another person's child and raise him or her as their own. Natural parents. Natural parents are those whom children are born to. Under discussion question, we will do one question. Question number 7. Why is mother the most important person in a newborn baby's life? The child, when born, gets love, warmth, and protection in her mother's arm. She also provides feeding, which builds immunity and lower the risk of diseases. She provides the special bond amongst them for improving health outcomes. Give one word. First one is to look like or be similar to another person or thing. That is resemble. Second, animals that give birth to babies and not eggs and feed the young on milk. Mammals. Third one is the body part in women and female animals in which babies develop before they are born. The one word is womb. 4. To legally take a child and raise him or her as your own. That is adoption. 5th, allowed by law. That is legal. 6th, parents who take another person's child into their home for a period of time without becoming his or her legal parents. That is foster parents. With this, we finish with the chapter, The Young Ones. Read the chapter loudly at home. It will enhance your reading skills. Underline all the difficult words and learn. Thank you all.